Synopsis of the Books of the Bible. Psalms. By JND Darby. All Scripture is given by inspiration of God, and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness, that the man of God may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works. 2 Timothy 3 verses 16 and 17. Synopsis of the Books of the Bible. By John Nelson Darby. Psalms 28. The cry of the remnant furnished, and the witness given that Jehovah has heard. The godly Jew pleads, in the time of trouble come on the nation, that he may not be confounded with the wicked. If Jehovah did not appear in his behalf, so much was he in the same distress with them, death would drag him into its jaws. He looks for judgment on the wicked. They slight Jehovah. Jehovah should reward their doings. The psalm furnishes to the remnant not only the cry but the prophetic witness that Jehovah has heard it. The heart trusts in Jehovah had found help, and thus joy and praise. Then Messiah is fully joined with the righteous. Jehovah is their strength, he is Messiah's. This once settled, the prophetic desire of the godly, according to the Spirit of Christ, expresses itself that Jehovah should have his people and bless his inheritance, for the faith of covenant blessing and relationship runs through all this part of the Psalms, that he should also feed them and lift them up forever. Deliverance, blessing, feeding, and unaltered exaltation, such are the fruits looked for of Jehovah's coming in power. The scope of and the connection between Psalms 25, 26, 27 and 28. In Psalms 25 and 26 we have seen the great moral principles of trust in Jehovah, even when confessing sins, and integrity. In these last we have more the personal sense of condition, and way or ground of relationship with God, beautifully shown in the first part of Psalm 27 in the one desire of the heart, and in the second part, in the touching plea, you taught me to seek thy face, my heart, in those times of divine instructions, said, I will seek it, Lord. Will you turn it away now that I am in trouble, when you taught me to seek and trust it? The truth is the same, but in the first part it is the one moral desire of the heart, in the last, the exhortation of God to do it becomes a resource to the soul. Jehovah himself is their refuge and has taught them to look for it. In Psalm 28 the pressure of evil is more felt, and coming judgment and the separation of the remnant looked for. This separation characterizes the whole testimony of God connected with the coming of the Messiah, a circumstance which will aid us in seeing the unity of the remnant in the mind of God. Not only was it prophetically announced, as in Isaiah 65, but John the Baptist characterizes the coming of Messiah by it, their being children of Abraham being of no avail. Matthew 3 verse 9, as indeed it spiritually took place, only that he being rejected and not yet coming in power, they were then added as the saved, Acts 2 verse 47, to the assembly. For that, however, Peter takes it up, Acts 2 verse 40. The Lord himself receives them as his sheep, John 10. Paul rests his argument in Romans 11 upon it too.